Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain the chapter number 2, the regional kingdoms. So listen carefully. Many powerful kingdoms emerged in the early medieval period. Most of these Rajput kingdoms were regional in nature and always at fight with one another. The Rajput kingdoms of North India and the Deccan are Palas, Pratiharas, Rashtrakutas, Chauhans, Tomars, Chalukyas, and Gadwalas. The tripartite struggle fought between these dynasties. The Palas, the Pratiharas, and the Rashtrakutas always fought to establish as well as retain control over Kannauj. But none of them could hold over Kannauj for a long time. Eventually, they became weak and fell prey to the Turkish invasion. The Rajputs, who were considered to be the Kshatriyas, were divided into Chandravanshis, it means moon family, and Suryavanshis, it means sun family. The Rajputs were brave, fearless, and born the spirit of self-sacrifice. But the lack of cooperation as well as prevailing disunity led to their defeat and subjugation one by one. In peninsular India, the Pallavas and the Cholas emerged as powerful in the early medieval period. The kingdoms of peninsular India. Two dynasties are given in the peninsular India, firstly Pallavas and second are Cholas. Due to their consistent struggle with the Chalukyas, the Pallavas declined by the end of the 19th century. Cholas in Tanjavur. The Chola dynasty was founded by Vijayalaya. Many great Chola rulers ascended the Chola throne such as Raja and Rajendra Chola. The Chola rulers first captured the regions of Pallava and gradually established their complete hold over South India. Sri Lanka, Maldives, Southeast Asian countries, and in North India up to Bengal as well came under their overlordship. The Chola Empire. So we will discuss about the Chola Empire. Firstly, discuss about the administration. The king was the head of the Chola administration. A council of ministers advised the king, and the army comprised of elephants, cavalry, infantry, and a strong navy. The Chola Empire was divided into mandalams, Valanadu, Nadus, Kurram, and Gramam. Local self-government. Local self-government at the village level was an additional feature of the Chola administration. Every village had a general assembly called Ur. It means Mahasabha or Sabha was the assembly of those villages in which the land was owned by the Brahmanas. All these villages were self-government units of administration. Next is agriculture and revenue. Agriculture was prosperous as the rulers provided irrigation facilities to the farmers. The state fixed one-third of the produce as tax. Canals, wells, and tanks were dug out to facilitate agriculture during the Chola period. So this chapter is completed. So we'll meet tomorrow. Till then, Sudhit.